Oh. Double fuck's sake. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this game is fucking cheating me now. There we go. Immortals Phoenix Rising. It's the one of the DLCs. There we go. Finally. I was in the middle of a level and couldn't think it. That's what I was doing, but I needed to get like a specific puzzle done. Yeah. Have you ever played Lost Ark? Yeah. Next time you talk to Gim, ask him about the forced stealth section of Lost Ark. Yeah, we both got stories about that level. Ooh, I've got a new bow. Oh. Save. Exit. There we go. By the way, I will be eating for for like 10 minutes. Yeah. There are certain games that, while fun, always work better if you got a crowd. Oh, finally got my nice crunchy pears. Yeah, it's soft pears. And a cooked pears, it's fine, but at the minute I've basically been existing off fruit salads in order to like do some weight, and I can't stand soft pears. Like, so I've just been, I've just getting a new, like my weekly supply of fruit, and got nice hard carrot pears. Yeah.
hello. How are you doing? We're going to play another game of King of the Castle, and we're going to continue from the other day. So let's jump in immediately. Continue game. So I got killed with a smile on my face last time, and we're now going to play as Queen Lorelei. We've got a few people in voice chat as well at the moment, only Carl. And probably Fish will join us as well in a bit. So we're going to continue the game with the counts, the chiefs and the grandees. So let's load in. You can join by typing in !join with your pronoun behind it. So !join space he, she, they. Let me get a ticker on there as well, so it's says during the game. Add source, and I just have that really tiny on the bottom. A lot tinier than this. This is way too big. It's small there. Alright, let's put that just over here.
Hey, it even keeps my personal wealth from the last game.
Oh, that is pretty awesome. So let me see. No, I can't begin the game unless we actually have a few more players in. I did ask. I did share it to some groups. So, and I also see there are free viewers at the moment. So I'm just going to wait for a little bit until we've got a few more people jumping in. Yeah, I'm unable to begin the game.
So now just the waiting game.
Yeah, exactly. I was really hoping that it that would just work. I might just get rid of this fox icon here, as I need to wait anyway because it's right in the middle of the screen, the chat box. Let me just image, add source, browse, and then overlays. Oh, who's there? Thank you for the follow, Bunkout. How are you doing? Bunko. Awesome, we've got a new person joining the game. You are one of the chiefs. We just need to wait for one more person to join the game, and often while we're playing, people join in somewhere during. And in the meantime, I'm just going to quickly change up something from the overlay, because the chat box is really in the way of the game. So I'm just searching for the border that I have. Probably one back. Scenes, no. Overlays. Border, that's it. That's the one I was looking for. Done. We are going to put that right in the bottom there, and we're going to... Perfect, this is better. Now you can actually see the screen a little bit better. How are you doing, Banco? Did you have a good day? Let me see if there's someone else who can jump into the game. Let me just send a direct message to Fish. I don't have enough people to start playing. Oh, I heard a follow.
Yay.
Thank you, Falkian. How are you doing? Yes, we've got enough people to actually begin the game, so let's do that. Let me get rid of something here, and let's begin the game. And as we're playing, more people are able to just join in. Oh, and let me get rid of this chat box as well. It's really in the way there. And let's start. Annifer, will you join as well? How are you doing, my dear?
Hey, Annie.
You can join by typing in !join and then your pronoun. So let's begin. Oh yay, I get to be Strahd in this one. Nice. So yeah, we've got the chiefs, the counts, and the grandees. So you are able to become a little vampire. Just swapping to PC and maybe will. Okay, awesome. You can jump in at any time. So no worries. We are continuing from a few days ago, so let's jump right in. The path to victory. Your Majesty, the history books do not look kindly upon usurpers, unless, of course, they prove themselves worthy of the throne they've stolen. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? So we already did the Conqueror the other time. Let's go for the greatest queen who ever lived. Let's go for a 40. I see, you're the type who likes to build lots of statues of yourself, aren't you? Yes, I am. Give me all the statues. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving your authority as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. And Annifer, you are a count. A count of the East. You're a little vampire as well. Alright. Let's do the council introduction. Events have proceeded exactly according to plan. The throne is ours. Now just remember our agreement. In all matters of state, you shall favor the East. The East is supreme. What if I governed for the good of the whole kingdom? The greater good. I'm queen now, you can't push me around. Let's do it for the whole kingdom. Please, put these delusions of benevolence out of your heads. It's embarrassing. We put that crown on your head. Don't make us take it away. Now introduce yourself to the rest of the council, but don't forget what I told you today. Alright, introduce myself to the chiefs of the north. Good luck in the days ahead, Your Majesty. You'll need it dealing with us lots. Probably, all those drunk people. I rolled my dice for a personal scheme. I still will follow the chief scheme, but I will have another scheme of my own, like those I set in the Discord server. Ooh, I wonder what your scheme will be, Bonko. And I hope I didn't come across very arrogant when I said like, "Oh, that sounds very difficult for developers." I sometimes have difficulty coming across normal and kindly, but I did mean it in a kind way. May the ninth god bless your reign, Your Majesty. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith. You got a new hairdo, I think, Carl.
Yeah, I do. I did. I look different.
Yeah. And with that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices. Meanwhile, what do you think? Will she be a good little queen and do as she's told? Too early to tell, but I have a bad feeling. We should have a backup plan, just in case. Alright, let's go to the coronation. Your Majesty, you may have won the throne, but you must still answer to the council. As is tradition, they will decide what happens at your coronation. What? But it's my coronation. Let's get this over with. Should I get changed into my waterproof robes then? It may be for the best, Your Majesty. Shall we call the nobles in? Alright, you guys can vote now. I know it's real difficult to put it in place. That's why I developed it, because it's just that hard to code. Oh, that's pretty awesome that you developed it. Let me see. I want to veto outdated traditions. You won't be able to pick that one, so you will only be able to vote for A, B, or C. So, to vote, you type in !vote space A, B, or C. And everybody can vote this turn. Seriously, you all want to throw me in the river? How rude.
I voted the same way last time, so...
Fair enough, fair enough.
And besides, my group should have been taking the throne.
That's true. I mean, they were very, very sneaky, the counts. With putting a spell on me to make me smile to my death. Very rude. To kill me food choker style. So, there's a tie. I don't want the 40 to go down, so host a lavish parade. So, with jugglers and fountains of wine. The coronation is a great success. Jugglers, wine, fireworks and feasts. It has an impact on your treasury, of course, but what doesn't? I will have to be careful with my treasury, because I barely have money left after the first turn. So, let's end the season there. Ooh, scheme of the counts. My fellow counts, we put Queen Lorelei on the throne, but it seems she's forgotten that already. Don't you think I'd make a better ruler? So the counts can vote on this.
They initiate one coup, and then before the throne's even warmed up with their own placement, they're already arranging the next coup.
Exactly.
Bloody hell.
I mean, the counts just roll like that. But yeah, the counts, they can... That is Enfer and Valkian. You can vote again by... !vote. We're already good on C and B too. So... Yeah. Actually, all three are already good. They are. You do have really good stats. I think you took the stats along with the previous game. Because Carl, who's on voice chat here, also said he kept all his money from previous game. So I'll defer to Anniver's choice. So Anniver, it's all your choice now. I don't know how wise that is, lol. It's all fine. I mean, so the blood ritual, that is the goal for highest farming. Your farming is now at 8. Sepoliba, thank you for the follow. How are you doing? If you want to join in, type !join. Yes, exactly, just like that. Join he. Let me show you which group you belong to. You are with the Grandies. You've got yourself a partner in Sepolipa, Call. I'm doing good. Nice to hear. So, Anniver voted for C, the possession. Let's continue. Lower own defiance. Your defiance is already at 0. So thank you for being kind to your own queen here. Let's go! Grandies. Alright, continue. The counts plan to summon a demon to possess the queen, putting her totally under their control. Rude! First, they must lull the queen into a false sense of security. To advance their scheme, the counts must lower their defiance to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Wow, that's pretty easy for you to do as you're already at 0.
Or less. That's gonna be hard to alter.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wait, 2 seasons. No, it's doable.
Yeah, we might be able to do it. PvP, how are you doing? Welcome in. It sure does seem that we're being good, doesn't it? It does seem like that, but now I know you've got a plan behind it all. The Lone Chief see plenty competition, I see. Let me see what group you're in, PvP. You're in the Grandies as well.
Yeah, 3 of us.
Yeah, that seems unfair. Bonko is all on his own. But that's fine. Oh, there's a lag. Is there a lag for someone else as well? Or just for Sepoliba there?
I'm not experiencing any lag.
Okay, if I hear more people saying there's a lag, I will just try to fix it up. I don't think I've got my internet. I do have my internet on. I have too many things open right now, so let me just close
yes.
a few things there, and that will probably help against the lag. So
I forgot about that. Yeah. If you were in the previous game, you retain your faction.
yeah, exactly, and PvP was also in the previous game. So because of that, it's Bonko on his own against the rest. So Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter Queen Lorelei. How do we make that happen? So Chiefs, you can lower stability, raise authority, or lower all faith. And that is just Bonko there. Let's see. Raise the authority. Thank you for joining in my own scheme as well. We can work together against the rest there. Alright, voted for prophecy. The chiefs plan to realize an ancient northern prophecy. Before the new queen rises, the kingdom will be ruled by a mad tyrant. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. So already at 5, so that's pretty good. And then the scheme of the Grandees. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. So you can go for the lowest defiance, raise others' defiance, or die is the highest faith.
Ooh.
Let me see, your faith is already at 5. Others' defiance is 0 and 3. And lowest defiance is now at 3 and should probably be 2 or less.
Yeah, no, I'll join the consensus.
Alright, raise others' defiance, and then we've got one more person to vote, but as yeah, it's already 2 against whatever else, this will already win. So let's continue there. Voting has closed. Intimidation, raise others' defiance. The Grandees plan to hold the Queen hostage in our own palace. First, they must distract the Spy Master. To advance their scheme, the Grandees must raise other regions' defiance to a combined total of at least 8. So at the moment, it's on 3. Or ensure another... Sorry?
Well, I've got the perfect plan to distract the Spy Master. What we do is we walk up to him, we point behind him, and we go, "Look out!"
Exactly, and then you can stab him while nobody's looking. Or get one of the spiders in from the last season.
Yes!
We now got spider mounts. Maybe we still have milky cheeses.
We'll put a bounty on spider legs because we had a bit of a spider infestation.
Yes.
So then the Fighters Guild decided, you know what, we're making good money off of this. We're going to breed those spiders, genetically engineer them to have more legs, and then rake in the bounties. So the king at the time decided, you know what, I'm not paying those bounties. So the Fighters Guild decided to release the spiders into the masses, and it caused a ruckus, including wiping out the king's personal guard.
Exactly. I mean, almost everybody in the land got killed, but we did get some pretty awesome mega spiders that hopefully we can now control in this playthrough. Grandees, honor on the battlefield. I doubt you'll get your first scheme through that easily. So let's go for an exotic plant there. Count Valkian strides into the council chamber, brandishing a clay pot from which grows a long leafy plant with floppy yellow flowers. Our expert farmers have discovered a new kind of plant, Your Majesty. I thought you might like to name this exciting new discovery. Geranium, royal ivy, I'm not a botanist, name it yourself. Timian's bait, Planty McPlant face! Yes! Yes, we're going for Planty McPlant face!
Oh god, the memes, the memes.
I love it. With the Boaty McBoat.
Descriptive, I like it.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, never let people name anything.
Exactly. It will always become something like this. Queenie McQueen Queen. This stuff grows wonderfully fast. It tastes horrible, but the farm animals don't mind. I suggest we grow it in the east as livestock feed. Or perhaps it would make a nice addition to the palace decor. So everybody can vote for this one. Let me check. I will do a monarch's choice, and I will do the monarch's choice on cultivated in the east. Start the vote. Ah yes, Planty McPlant face. I think the same people did another crowd naming campaign for something else too, and it turned out very much the same. Yeah, people are really like that. So, let's see, we've got one more person who can vote. Let me check who that is. That is Seipo Liba. You can still vote. Now I'll give you a few more seconds, and otherwise I would just continue. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's continue. Voting tied at 2. So we will cultivate it in the east. Think they're AFK. Yeah, I think so too. But I do want to give a chance in case they're not. So let's cultivate it in the east there. Eastern farmers plant fields of Planty McPlant face to support their livestock. So farming is now at 9, Defiance can't go lower. It spreads alarmingly fast and the pasture has become known as a Planty McPlant face. Villagers claim you could walk for a day and not reach the end. Alright, the bankruptcy looms. The treasury is almost empty, Your Highness. Where the hell did it all go? I couldn't possibly say, Your Majesty. Perhaps you have been spending a little too freely. Yeah, it all went to that party of my coronation there. Worth it. Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. You could get a bank loan or sell off the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried with piles of gold, or so I've heard. I own the Royal Mint, don't I? Make more coins. Ooh, that does give a lot of treasury there. Sell some royal jewelry to wealthier nobles. Less authority, less wealth, more treasury. Take a hefty loan from Salvus and Galbank. More treasury, less authority. Time to crack open some tombs. We're going to... I own the Royal Mint, don't I? Make more coins. The Royal Mint begins churning out new coins, allowing you to pay off several old debts. So treasury is now more than 10,000.
I think I've got a clue where that's going to go.
Yeah, it will probably go very, very wrong for me. I mean, just getting 10,000 seems way too easy compared to the other ones that also took the stability and authority away and such. Ooh, that's... I've seen where this goes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can imagine it going very, very wrong. But let's see. I'm willing to take that chance. As is tradition, each region offers a selection of elite guards. The chiefs with their most famous warrior heroes, the counts with knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose. And the grandees offer their fiercest battle nuns from the Sisterhood of Steel. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and the region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be loyal to coin above all. So tell me about the Northern warriors. The queen knows better than anyone that our knights will keep her safe from danger and from improper grammar. We can't have improper grammar. Tell me about the Northern warriors. Bearded oafs with accent, no manners. They'll get drunk and cause trouble in the palace. No discipline at all, and I can't guarantee they won't run off on some random quest, but they're honorable and in a fight unbeatable.
On the PTSD.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I wonder what will happen in a few seasons. I couldn't possibly say. It seems like you guys in chat all already seen what happened there.
I haven't seen what happens, but I know what happens when the mint just churns out money.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, in real life, that's just a bad idea. Tell me about the Eastern Knights. The Order of the Drowned Rose are highly respectable. They'll understand palace etiquette, but it's been years since they fought an actual battle. They mostly write poems these days. Tell me about the Sovereign Battle Nuns. Terrifying warriors, and they've sworn a vow of silence, so at least they won't spill state secrets. That their faith and loyalty is to the church above all, even your safety. What foreign mercenaries do you suggest? A band of fearsome fighters from the Tatterlands called the Battle-Bitten Brethren. They specialize in bodyguard work, but they're costly, and hiring foreigners will be considered an insult to all the regions. I have made my decision. Let's go for the Eastern Knights there, because they want to keep their defiance low and want to be part of us, even though they have some extra things about it, some extra reasons behind it. Battle Nuns! I know you want the Battle Nuns because you're one of the grandees. Boo! You aren't going to betray the ones that put you on the throne, are you? No, I didn't. I chose for the people who put me on the throne. Sorry, PVB. You will probably remember this. I will make the arrangements at once. Yeah, I mean, in the last game he was constantly saying, "We will remember this. We will remember this."
The grandees disliked that.
Yes, they do. But look at the face of this count. She looks absolutely gorgeous with her rose in hand. We couldn't choose for anyone else there. The knights arrive a few weeks later. They are
maybe someone with actual combat experience?
Yeah, might have been. But they can use their evil magic to turn everyone into dancing, smiley people. Like they did last game. The knights arrive a few weeks later. They are all extremely pale and extremely polite. The commander introduces herself with a florid bow, before reading out a poem she's written for the occasion. I mean, we will fight them with poetry. The grandees will remember that.
No. These aren't the Vorgons.
Battle Nuns. I should remember this day, the day the Pale Easterners thought they were better warriors than the Northerners' heroes. Exactly. So you can now fund. You do that with _fund, then the letter that you want funding for, and then the amount that you want to put in.
Let's have a look.
Yeah. So as you can read, the blue ones are the chiefs, the purple ones are the counts, the yellow ones are the grandees, but you can vote for any one of them. Now, I don't think that we are stronger warriors, but better? Yes, absolutely. I mean, I did get the throne as well as the count, so I trust my counts. Alright, just going to take a quick drink there as we need to wait a little bit longer. Oh, and afraid you need to also put the amount behind it. So, fund B and then the amount. Yeah, exactly, just like that. Alright, we've got ourselves, both for the chiefs, a monument, which raises authority, and a fortress, which raises military. End the season. I knocked enter too quick. That's alright. You were still on time with your funding. So it's all good. So let's find ourselves a spouse. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? Any. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. It's an easy enough decision. You'll marry into the counts as we agreed before you took the throne, right? Right? Wow, I can't even choose my own partner. I mean, I already know that my mom wants to choose the partners in which I can choose between, but my own fellow counts are just scheming behind my back there. So rude. Your Majesty, mass unemployment and unrest have arisen in the north. Businesses going bankrupt, mills shutting down.
Here we go.
Yes, exactly. People are calling it a Great Depression because it's making everyone miserable. I mean, that's also what it says in the history books, right? My investments have all gone up in smoke, and it's the same for all the other chiefs. We must find a way to lift the north out of poverty. So some chiefs' wealth has decreased and stability has gone down a bit. I will let you all vote. Let me check real quickly what it will all do. I want the authority going up. Ooh, so I will actually select B. Provide jobs. Start the vote. Us scheming? We would never! Of course you wouldn't. I can trust you so greatly. I can really trust you. Ooh, the voting is against going in two different directions there. I'll give it a bit more time. Alright. And as the other person is AFK, I'm just going to continue it. Voting has closed. Provide jobs, digging ditches and building roads. Yes, succeeded! Awesome! Across the north, you set the unemployed to work, building roads, bridges and churches, anything to keep them occupied. Develop some skills and put cash in their pockets. It's a startling success. The north's dying economy is revitalized. Wow, your trade went from 0 to 3. And we got some more stability. And defiance went up as well. The chiefs, however, complain that you can't just give work to the peasants. They should earn it the old-fashioned way, by being born into the noble race. How dare those peasants? Those peasants are always so rude, trying to survive. Disquiet in the south. Oh no! The peasants are being annoying there as well. Your Majesty, my peasants accuse me of hoarding wealth. Me? Worse, they're throwing down their tools and burning their belongings, saying they want to live an aesthetic life and that I should do the same. They want me to match their outfits with their decor. They want to have more exercise. I wish I could do that. What nonsense. They want me to match their outfits with their decor. No, not aesthetic. Ascetic. They don't want to be pinned down by worldly processions, but burning them is quite the overreaction. The ringleader of this movement is a philosopher called Ortega. She calls herself a voice for the ninth god, and the peasants hang on her every word. They'll be at my door any moment. So, let's see. We can feed her something.
They obviously don't have that much wealth to spend it all on hair care.
True. I actually won't veto anything. I will let you just decide. Start the voting. There's a difference. It's not because they don't have the strength to get the good jobs by themselves. Oh, it's not because they're lowborn, but because they don't have the strength to get the jobs by themselves. Nah, I don't agree. It's because they're lowborn. We can never trust those peasants. We only look after our noble selves in this world.
Shit. Messed up there.
Oh, yeah, you did a double vote there. Alright, we're going for B. Aggressively break up Ortega's meetings. Voting has closed. The city watch rushed the next philosophical meeting. Some of the peasants try to fight, but Ortega tells them to stand down to prevent more violence. So the stability went down there. The grandees are very grateful indeed, though there are rumblings of discontent from the peasantry, and the defiance went down as well. Alright, let's see. Yeah, let's end the season there. Hidden in a labyrinth beneath an eastern castle, a pair of counts meet to speak of their schemes against the queen. Queen Lorelei trusts us counts more and more, says Falkian. Yesterday we met for afternoon tea, and she even said she'd invest in our beekeepers. Lamentably, even if the queen trusts us, the archbishop doesn't. For the next stage of their scheme, the counts must lower their faith to 4 or less in 4 seasons. So you got your first scheme done with the Defiance. You now need to get faith down to 4 or more less. And you're already at 0. Damn, you are at an advantage, counts. You are at a definite advantage. Far to the north, where snows blanket the landscape and wolves howl in the night, the chiefs uncover an ancient prophecy, foretelling the rise of a tyrant queen and the warrior who will overthrow her. A congregation of god speakers huddle around the tablets, detailing the supposedly ancient story, whispering excitedly. Praise Morgana, the tablets are genuine. Then the gods are good, and we are blessed. Felida will be our queen. All hail the Lord Render! Cheers circle the clan hall. A mug of ale is tipped over Felida's head. The influence of the old gods is spreading. We must ensure we keep the old ways of the north alive, and surely Morgana will bless us with the power to crown Felida. For the next stage of the chief's scheme, they must lower their faith to 4 or less in 4 seasons. So you have the same one as the counts, but you are at faith 6. And you need it down to 4 for 4 seasons long. They chose their scheme well, counts that is. Yes, they did. They really seem to be at an advantage there, PvP. Alright, let's see who we're going to tax. We are going to tax the counts. Alright, let's end the season there. Towering fines. Our lovely Planty McPlantface is flourishing, which is wonderful, but a few naysayers are concerned. Which is ridiculous. The vegetation only swallowed a few villages. It's all perfectly fine. Yeah, who cares about those villages? We want Planty McPlantface. Alright, let's see. Let the Planty McPlantface flourish, which is 50% stability. Offload the excess Planty McPlantface to Ashmede. Less defiance, more trade, more wealth. Order Eastern farmers to manage its growth. 100% farming. Oh, that's quite good. But I'm going to do a monarch's choice to let Planty McPlantface flourish. Start the vote. Farming is already maxed. Let's make some cash off of it. Alright, you can vote. And everybody can vote now. We love Planty McPlantface. Oh, there is the division there. It's all divided. So let's continue. Voting tied at 2. I will let Planty McPlantface flourish. Sorry, counts. As the Planty McPlantface continues its inexorable spread across the eastern fields, the farm animals are very happy to have so much to eat. A few peasants are lost to the Planty McPlantface sea, but you can't please everyone. Exactly, who cares about those peasants? Stability went down. Oh, I thought stability would go up actually. Well, that sucks. It's fine, it's fine. Eligible options. Let's find ourselves a partner. I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yes, I know. And a partner for life to have and to hold. Don't forget, what if I don't want to marry any of them? And a partner for life. Indeed, your majesty. The Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall, where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Alright then, let's see the eligible candidates. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Castreed, firstborn daughter of the Northern Bonko clan. Apparently the other Northerners have nicknamed her Windspeaker. Can't imagine why. She looks very tired. Strangely enough for a Northerner, she's an enthusiastic convert to the worship of the Ninth God. She's an incredibly driven person by all accounts, gets up at the crack of dawn each morning and goes for a swim in a frozen lake. Not interested, next. This is Valentina, the eldest heir of the Eastern Anafor 85 dynasty. Apparently they had a hell of a time getting them to smile for this portrait. They had a laboratory installed in their castle and spent most of their time there conducting bizarre experiments. They're obsessed with their family's legacy. They're intriguing. And finally,
it's not as bad as the last one.
Yeah, exactly. And finally, from the south, Alfonso, the eldest son of the PVB UK lineage, a formidable fellow. The Southerners say that his heart is as cold as a northern winter. Like many in the south, he claims to put his faith in the Ninth God above all worldly concerns. And he's got grand plans by all accounts. He wants to change the world. Not bad, not bad. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions. But you gain a lifelong alliance. So, I know you have sorta forced me and tried to blackmail me into choosing for the counts. But I might choose for someone else there. Let me just quickly check the chat because I've missed a bit. Well, we try to do it the easy way. 100% farming means that as it's high, it's a great chance to succeed. It does not increase farming. No, it had a chance to increase farming, which we have max already, so it was a moot point in terms of raising stats. Smiling is overrated. I agree, Anafar. Who needs to smile? I missed the up arrow. Alright, so what we're going to do, I know you want me to choose for Valentina, but we are going to choose for Alfonso. Excellent, I'll make the arrangements. A count with a grandee. And a cult rises. Dreadful tidings, your holiness. It's a disaster. Ortego's followers are in a frenzy. They stormed my manor and took it over. I barely escaped. They say Ortega's bringing the sick there to be healed by her powers. If she doesn't burn the place down first. Alright, let's see. I am going to veto something. What am I going to veto? I am going to veto... I'm going to veto paid accounts to shelter Grandi Sepolipa. So you can only choose for B, C or D. Start the voting. We can't allow Defiance to raise any further. Well, both A and C was Defiance higher, so... Let's see what you choose now. Ooh.
Oh shit, I picked the wrong one.
Oh no!
Damn it.
Why would you do that?
Because I messed up. Because A, because A is locked out, I listed them mentally as A, B, and C.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's understandable. But let's continue. There's a clear winner there. Alright, have Ortega assassinated. Yeah, just kill that person. A little money in the right place sweeps your problems clean away. Authority is now 7, treasury is now 10,100. For now. Yeah, they will probably get angry at me again. So, that's it for this season. Let's end the season there. In the south, beneath a scorching sun, Grandy PvB UK strolls through their vineyard in the company of a few close friends. I bring ill tidings. The spy master still watching us like a viper watches its eggs. The viper is a creature cursed by the ninth. It is fitting to compare the wretched spy master to such a beast, but I have no desire to be compared to an egg. As far as the spy master is concerned, we must be about as threatening as eggs, but one day we shall hatch into the queen's worst nightmare. What's this with all those eggs? The Grandy's aim is to raise other regions' defiance to a total of at least 8, or ensure another region begins a rebellion. Don't do that, I have married you guys. Why would you do that? Nice hair. You do have very fancy hair. Very fancy beard. So you need to get the defiance of others up. Let's see. After voting, nobles can change their minds and vote for a different option. The monarch can mark their preferred voting option. If chosen, they gain +1 authority. Nobles must vote for their least favorite option, and the option with the least votes will pass. We're going for the monarch's iron choice. And let's end the year there. Get chiefs to rebel. They are already quite high in defiance there. I'm the lone chief, PvP. Yeah, it's a one-man rebellion.
Yeah, but if you've got a thing, generally the entire council votes, which means we can kind of overrule you.
Yeah, true. It ain't in my scheme to rebel. Ah, that's nice of you, Buncle. So let's go to the royal wedding. Your wedding to Avanzo is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, sorry about that, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Alfonso at your side. Do you take this man as your lawfully wedded husband? I do. Then I pronounce you queen and husband. Queen and husband. So, stability for the kingdom is now 5. Authority is now 8. North defiance is 5. South defiance is 0. East defiance is 0. Yay! Good job, guys. You're my best mates. Ah, all the love between the chiefs and the grandees in chat there. By the time you find yourself alone with Alfonso, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. Neither of us asked for this union, but I assure you it can blossom into something of mutual benefit. That's a bit of a cold approach, isn't it? Agreed. Maybe we will fall in love once we get to know each other. That's a bit of a cold approach. Not at all. This marriage is a business arrangement. Or were you under the impression this was true love? I'm beginning to think I made a mistake. You're right, I suppose. Can it be more than just business? If you want me to smile and simper and murmur sweet nothings in your ear, I can do so. As long as you give me what I want. Wow. Rude. I thought I chose the right guy, but nope. I should have gone for the count there. Hey, Tony. Welcome back. Will you join in as well?
Hey, Emperor.
Yes. Join he. Let me check which you... what
should
you
be
are.
Randy, I think, was his last one.
He's a count.
Ah, right.
It's still everyone against Bungle there. Just one little chief. Another count! Yes, Bungle, I'm sorry, it's still just you. For Bonko in the north by himself. I mean, he can choose everything for his entire land at least. So there is a positive thing about that.
Yeah, but that's only in votes where it's his stuff.
Yeah.
If it's vote for the council, he's messed.
Yeah, then he's definitely effed there. You head to your separate bedchambers. Perhaps you would draw closer in time, but for now, your husband is happy to keep you at arm's length. I swear, I will bring Ragnarok on those lands, even if it ain't in the grand schemes. You can win with just one. Wow, you will do anything to get me off my throne, won't you, Bonko? Hyperinflation. Oh no. That's where it happens, the 10,000.
Oh, yeah.
As you ordered, Your Majesty, the Royal Mint has churned out thousands of new coins using cheap gold-like metals. The treasury is technically replenished. My genius is almost frightening. But it's also devaluing the currency across the kingdom. A loaf of bread now costs 100 times more than it used to be. Something must be done. If this gets worse, our currency will be worthless. So trade is now at 1 for the north, trade for the east at 4, trade in the south at 5. But I still have my money, so meh. I don't care about you nobles. Just care about myself there. Oh wait, I will lose a lot of treasury there. I will veto the one which takes away my treasury. You can only choose for A and C. Start the votes. There's nothing wrong with this. Let us continue. Adopt a foreign currency instead. Yeah, that's probably a better one. I have nothing to lose. No, you don't. Unfortunately, everyone else is choosing for the third option there. You're just on your own. Again. I'm sorry, Bonko. Alright, voting has closed. You will adopt a foreign currency instead. You slowly adopt the currency of the Ashmedian Empire, resulting in kingdom-wide shame and loss of pride. Ashmedian gold is chunky and hexagonal, adorned with the sneering face of Emperor Shemarov II. Stability is now at 3, authority is now at 6, defiance of the north is at 8, defiance for the counts is at 3, defiance for the grandee is at 3, and the treasury is now 100! No! Oh! Oof! Oof! This is really painful. I should have gone for one of the other options at the beginning. I could have seen an inflation thing coming up, but this is really, really painful. It's a good thing most of your citizens can't read Asmedian, because you're pretty sure each coin is inscribed with records of past military victories over your own kingdom. Alright, let's do this. Invasive vegetation. Grim tidings, your highness. It's the Planty McPlant face. It has swamped the whole of the east. I don't mind that. We love Planty McPlant face. Boom! Mwahahaha! Yeah, as soon as the currency was printed, I knew you were gonna get your defiance anyway. Just wanted to put it off. Yeah, it was worth the risk. It will become a little bit more difficult for me, but yeah, we're just going to try and keep the throne as long as possible. Peasants are being swallowed alive by the cursed plant. They grow sleepy in the fields from the blooming flowers, and then it devours them. Meh, they're just the peasants.
It's just a mean green mama from outer space.
It is a little bit Little Shop of Horrors there. Right, treasury too low. We can only go for B or C. Burn all the vegetation. Let nature run its course. So even though there's only 40% trade, I want Planty McPlantface to keep on living, so I'm going for C. Invasion of the Body Snatchers! Of course you want to burn Planty McPlantface. I thought you also loved Planty McPlantface. But no. Planty McPlantface must die according to you guys. Lovely Planty McPlantface. We'll get him back at another point. Voting has closed. Burn all the vegetation! Burn it all! Brush clearing teams sweep through the east, but the Planty McPlantface seed grows back faster than they can burn and chop. Smoke hangs heavily in the eastern sky for weeks. It failed. I see Tony does not see eye to eye with the other counts. Can you trust Tony then? Let the record show that I voted to keep Planty McPlantface. Exactly, we all love Planty McPlantface. Eventually, the entire area is simply declared off limits. Trade roads are rerouted to give it a wide berth. Villages crumble, abandoned as vines strangle their foundations. Defiance is now at 5, farming is at 8, trade is at 2, kingdom stability is at 2. Ooh, you guys are starting to win this already so quickly. Alright, let's end the season there. Thanks to our efforts, the Spy Master is focusing her attention on other regions, and while the cat's away, the mice shall play. Please don't dishonor me by comparing me to a mouse. Speak plainly or not at all. I apologize, my friend. In plain terms, then, our next step is to replace the Palace Watch with our own agents. Indeed, the Honor Guard are incorruptible, but the Watch are another story. If the Queen can't pay them, they will look for money elsewhere. For the next stage of their scheme, the Grandees must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 3 seasons. Seriously, guys? You're making it too easy for yourselves.
Oh, like it was hard, like thinking last time. The Counts literally had everything on a platter in the last game.
They might have, but it's still you guys against me. Everyone just hates me here. I'm a benevolent monarch. I only want some peasants to die.
You're a benevolent monarch. The person who decided that in an employment crisis, just to print more money, therefore guaranteeing hyperinflation. You then went with a plant and went, oh, I know, let's burn it. But then it grew back fast because it was too virulent. Yes, such a grand leader.
Hell yes. I mean, that is what every leader does, don't they?
Like they should put you in charge of the UK government. Probably do a better job.
Yeah, I mean, I would be better than Boris Johnson there.
It's not Boris Johnson anymore, but it's similarly ranked. The person in charge is just a friggin' bad.
Oh, right. Yeah, and there was also one in between for only 1 or 2 months. And they were like, yeah, you are the worst. Fuck off. Get out of here. So I am doing better than them because I have been doing this for a couple of seasons now, and they didn't even get through 1 season.
This is what you get for putting a vampire in charge.
I mean, everyone wants the vampires to be in charge. Oh, we also have some werewolves in our group. We are werewolf vampires. And imagine, you could have offloaded this stuff on Ashmede. Yes, I could have. But I'm just making it the most difficult as possible for myself, obviously. No, we just love the throne more. Yay! Thank you, Falkian. At least someone loves the throne. So, the Chiefs, lower your own faith to 4 or less in 2 seasons. You still at 6. The Count, lower your own faith to 4 or less in 2 seasons. You're at 0 and you're almost there. Lower the Kingdom's treasury to 1,500 or less in 3 seasons for the Grandees, which is also already easy enough. And I don't have an heir yet, so let's go to the rebellion report. And the Chiefs can already rebel against me. The others, luckily not.
I think you misunderstand. You said we hate you. No, we just love the throne more.
Damn it, Falkian! Damn it! Wait, I missed the werewolf event? I think so. That was during the last game. We got the werewolves. Or was it in another game? Oh, it might have been in another game that I was playing in.
Yeah, I don't think we've had the werewolf event in the last game.
Yeah, I
No,
am probably confusing it with someone
Yeah.
else's game because I'm also playing it myself when I see someone online. So
No, we haven't had the werewolf game. We had the spider event. That's the one we
Right.
That was the major event we had.
yeah, you said that earlier about unleashing all the spiders because I didn't want to pay. One or more of the regions will soon be able to rebel, as their defiance stat is high enough. If the rebels get more victory points than the loyalists, they will win the game. If the loyalists get more victory points than the rebels, they'll put down the rebellion and continue. If other regions join the rebellion, the game will end with a successor vote between the two most powerful rebelling regions. Rebelling regions have their schemes paused, putting them at a disadvantage. Rebellions will likely be put down easily if the rebels don't have a high military stat. So your military is at 8, so it's actually quite a good one to rebel, Bunko.
Oh, you are screwed.
I am really screwed there. Now's your chance, Bunko. I mean, even the counts are shouting, "Go, Bunko, go! Go, Bunko, go!" Werewolf was that guy yesterday's game, right? Yeah, it was the supernova guy. You're right.
If he wins, this is going to be hilarious because it's like, I'm the only one here. I'm getting outgunned. And he fucking takes the throne.
Exactly, one man army. Yes. Well, since the grandees don't care about me rebelling anymore, I think my own scheme can advance faster. Will depends on the events available this season. All right, let's end the season, and Banco is the only one who can rebel there. Nice. No, I don't want bankruptcy. Let's go for an avalanche first. Me as a soul baron sort of won yesterday. Yeah, that is true. I mean, you can win if you're on your own. You can win if you're on your own. A devastating avalanche has buried the mountain village within my domain. There were few survivors. I suppose the kingdom should lend a helping hand. A tragedy, but there's nothing we can do. I don't want your defiance to go higher, so I will lend you a helping hand. The other nobles are under no obligation to help the north, but surely they will vote with compassion. Surely you will. So we can only choose for B and C. Ooh, defiance will go up even more. And we don't want the defiance to go up anymore. I am sorry. We are going to veto this. You can only choose for C. Even if it was indirect with stability going to 0. We don't want their faith to go down, foe.
This isn't a choice.
Oh, true. You are absolutely right that we didn't want to get the faith to go down. Well, that sucks.
Well, no, you've actually vetoed the one that lowered the faith.
Yeah. Oh, I did. Okay, cool.
Yeah, instructing the archbishop, it lowers faith and raises defiance.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but
Yeah, this isn't really a vote. I mean, I'm just like, you can vote for one thing. I'm just like Putin there. You can only vote for me.
You can vote, but you can only vote for this one thing.
Exactly. Chia, welcome in. Do you want to join? Type in ! Join, and then with your pronoun. Well, now you've gone and made the chief mad. I know, I'm sorry. And I wanted to help. I said I'm going to help you, and then I'm like, yeah, there's nothing to be done there.
I'm going to help you. I'll go to the council. The council just in there going, nah.
Exactly, nah.
Well,
Chia, what do you want to have me say in a Pikachu voice? And join as well, by the way. The North is a hardy, self-reliant region. There is little complaint about your lack of help, or at least none that reaches your ears.
Okay, we've got to vote. We can't do A. We can either do B. We can either help them or we can not help them. And then you come along and go, oh, by the way, I'm vetoing helping them.
Exactly. After I've told them, yeah, I'm helping you. Yeah, I'm sorry. All the nobles decided not to help you. I can't do anything about that. It's the nobles' fault. We're going to help you. Goes to the cows, tells them the only option is to do nothing. Well, I guess there's nothing we can do. Exactly like that, Falcon.
Yeah. This is the same person. This is the same person who, 5 minutes ago just went, I think I'm doing a good job.
I'm still doing a good job. It's the nobles choosing this. PvP with the monarch just going, meh. Nothing to be done there. Oh well. Gia, you are a chief. We've got another chief.
Got another chief.
Bunko, you've got another chief. So, Gia, you need to get the faith lower, and you can also vote to rebel by typing in !rebel. And by the way, Chia, what did you want me to say in a Pikachu voice, or do you want me to just read the following event in a Pikachu voice there? I can do that as well.
Oh, God.
Your Majesty, that troublesome philosopher Tiga is gone, but our followers are marching on our stage demanding justice! It's the same in the East. They're making her into a martyr.
Alright, let's see. Send the royal army to put a stop to this. Ask the church to preach forgiveness on all sides. So there's a 30% chance of faith, probably going higher. And this one will bring stability and authority down. So what I will do an iron choice on the faith option. Read the events. Okay, I will continue reading the events there, Chia. So you can vote, and you can vote by !vote, and then A or B. Now I'm just going to quickly grab a sip of a drink. Seriously, you all are going against me? You all want the stability to go down? I thought you liked me as a queen. But no.
Yes, we like you so much. We love the fact that you've caused hyperinflation. We love the fact that you've let Pandy McPlantface run rampant throughout the East.
But Planty McPlantface! We all love Planty McPlantface. He just killed a few peasants. Who cares? So let's continue. You obviously want my stability to go down. Your authority is high. It's the peasants that don't like you. The plebs. Exactly.
Your troops charging and order the farmers back to their lands. Any complaint is met with a blade.
So stability is now at 1. Authority is now at 7. I definitely need my stability to go up. And also my treasury, because I'm pretty much effed. Adam, welcome in. Let me see who you joined. You have joined the counts.
Oh, yes, he was the count last time.
Yeah, so he's a count again this time.
There are rumors of unflattering court averages made in your image, but the peasants are too afraid
to even whisper Ortega's name. I will only do the voices of those guys, because it just seems a bit weird there. Alright, your Pikachu thing is done now. I'm going to talk in a normal voice again. Counts have numbers on our side once more. Count Adamsaurus, good title for a dino. It is. Vampire dino. The treasury is almost empty, your highness. Take a hefty loan from the bank, which will bring down the authority. Sell off some of the royal jewelry to wealthier nobles. Time to crack open some tombs. This will get stability down. We will not choose that one. So either the first one or the second one. I will take a hefty loan. The Bank of Salford and Gal operates from the fabulously wealthy Republic of Curve, all the way across the Western Sea. They assure you, however, that they maintain total independence from the Republic. The banker they sent to take your signature has delicate hands and sharp teeth. He watches as you put pen to paper, eyes glittering. You mean we can't count on her? But You're making an excellent decision, Your Majesty. You should pay us back with 25% interest in 1 year. Jeez. Saddling the kingdom in debt isn't great optics, but you had no other choice. Alright, I think that's all for this one. Let's end the season there. Alright, you can fund. So you can fund by exclamation mark fund, then the letter, and then the amount that you want to fund for it. So you can check your goals, you can vote on every one of them. You don't only have to vote on your own group. You can also vote strategically. I'm quite happy with that one, Falkian. Getting the stability up a bit. I don't mind at all that you're funding that. It seems like that's the only one that's probably going to get funded. Oh, no, not vote. You need to do fund, Adam. Exclamation mark fund. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. Time's up. Treasury lowering is now difficult. Might have to look elsewhere. Yeah, just a little bit. So the library is built for the grandees, which is stability +1. And the fortress is built for the counts, which is military +1. Alright. Let's continue. I'm afraid you guys were a bit too late, Banco and Chia. So the chiefs are currently rebelling, and the other ones can't join the rebellion. Chiefs, why are you like this? Ah, Fish, hello.
Are you really asking why people are rebelling? Really?
Of course. I thought you all loved me as a queen. Fish, you are in the counts as well.
Yep, he was counts last time.
Yeah.
Do you really want me to go over the list again?
Nah, I mean, it's clear enough. Let's get our ear in, because I'm in pain. So many counts, there is. Why did we help stability? You wanted to help me? Or you wanted the game to take a little bit longer?
Because we're not asked about stability.
Yeah, probably. That's fine, South Africa ping keeping you in power for now. Yay, you don't have the, what's it called again? The energy downfall thing. Congratulations are in order, the royal wedding was a magnificent affair. You need an heir. However, securing an heir is impossible while the kingdom is at war with itself. Defeat this rebellion and then, only then, is it worth looking to the future. I will talk to you again when the realm is at peace. Alright, let's do an opening strike. Too long have those bastards in the Crown lands held us down. Too long have they called us heathens and mocked our way of life. Aye! Now is the time to take up our axes and fight back. Morgana is with us. We'll burn their churches and string up their lying priests. Aye! Chia, you have a lot to say there. Why have a queen when a dino can rule better? I won by stability yesterday. Nice, PvP. And Dino, you're not allowed to take my throne. What we have? Rebellion? It's Wheelchair Gamer again, isn't it? He's stolen the Navy and pissed off with it. It's actually not. It's our Banco and Chia.
You're wrong. Technically, it was me because the Grandies were the one that forced Defiance up.
That is actually true. So in a way, he did help you in the rebellion. Wow, Carl, absolutely ridiculous that you would go against me of all people.
Right. Quick story.
Yeah.
What he means by stalling the navy, he was playing. Oh, sugar, which one? He was playing one of those like war games, and he renamed all these generals after like his friends like Ocelot. And
Nice.
I was like really loyal up until the part where it was Rome 2. Thank you, Ben. Up until the part where I decided to defect and I nicked off with his entire navy.
Oh wow, horrendous.
Yeah.
So let me see what people in chat said. But it was Monarch's choice that made the Chiefs rebel. Well, I might have had a point in it, but you can't always go against my choice. I'll raise the leeches, we'll crush them all. At Adam, sketchy alliance incoming. In Rome 2, that's the game where that happened. Win by any means, right, wheelchair gamer?
Of course you win by any means.
I blame him for it, and I'll never forgive him.
Yep, he'll never forgive us for it. Just like I'll never forgive him for killing off my bard in Pathfinder.
But you know what he thinks about bards. He hates bards.
Oh no, he didn't hate Fenwick. That was the thing. He really liked Fenwick.
He even went against us taking your corpse along as our little dead pal, like this fox on the shoulders. We wanted to do that with your satyr corpse as well, but he didn't allow me and Adam to do that. Now, I ask you, brave chiefs of the Free North, where will we strike first? We can launch a preemptive strike against the Grandees to cripple their military capabilities. If we suspect the Counts may join our cause, we can call them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the Queen's authority is low. Or finally, we could send off an assassin to nip this in the bud. Dishonorable, of course, but convenient. Alright, so voting is open for the chiefs.
All one of them.
Well, no, Chia is in there as well. They have a second chief now.
Oh
Chia.
yeah, that's right, they do, don't they?
I still feel guilty about Fenwick. Do I need to break out the satire? I lost a monk to rapid aging. That was unfortunate. No, don't. Don't bring out the satire. Oi! Vote C. Adam, your account, you can't vote. Only Chia and Bonko can vote here. So, Chia, will you vote? Or otherwise we'll just go with Bonko's decision. I'll give you 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, just Bonko's decision. So he's sort of still on his own. Oh, there's Chia, just in time. Continue. Chia wants me to vote for him.
No rebels voted, yeah.
Yeah,
All two of them.
exactly. Launch a preemptive strike on the Grandees.
Ah, you mother! You couldn't have sent an assassin.
Exactly. They don't like the Grandees. I have married a Grandee after all, so that's probably the reason why. The chiefs launch a surprise attack on the south, slashing and burning their way across fields and farmlands. They catch a regiment of the southern army unawares and spring an ambush, slaughtering them to a man. Common folk whisper that the battleground will be stained red for a generation. So the military challenge is succeeded. Rebels gain a victory point. Military is now mediocre to 4. Farming is now needful to 3. For the Grandees. Thank Morgana. Down with the Queen! The northern soldiers return home in triumph, leaving the south devastated in their wake. Alright. I don't have the money for an assassin! Oof. You just do it yourself. I mean, the chiefs would probably do it themselves, them being like Scottish Highlander warriors. At long last, the chiefs have reached their boiling point. You are confronted in your throne room by Chief Chianaki, his tattoos seeming to shift in the light of the braziers. The chiefs of the north will rip that false crown from your head and stomp it into the mud. We will be fighting for glory, for honor, and for Veleda, our true queen. Chia! You are so rude to us. Highlanders, behead them all, lads. Yes, they will only die if you cut off their heads. There can be only one who wants to live forever. Ooh, stability went down 1 point again, along with a 40. This is a formal declaration of war. The next time we see each other will be on the battlefield. Seize him! One day I will see your head on the spike. Stability will go down to 0 if I do seize him, so we have to go for one day I will see your head on a spike. Authority is now at 4 and Defiance at 10. There will be many heads on spikes before this war is over. Mine will not be among them. Chief Chia strides from your throne room without looking back.
Well, that escalated.
Yeah, exactly. Chia with the little sword chicken emoji there stares at Stability. No, leave my Stability alone! Who wants to live forever? Me! That's why I'm a bloody vampire! Oh, hi. Well, that escalated. Hey, Sansa.
Whatever.
Yeah, Sansa is constantly walking back and forth over my shoulders here. I didn't expect
What are our
it.
chances against the rebels, or how do things get this bad? I've said exactly how they got this bad.
We had to go for that. How did things get this bad? I am such a good queen. The leader of the rebellion is Chief Banko. They're citing your past transgressions as reason for the uprising, your reluctance to provide aid after the Northern Avalanche, your adoption of a foreign currency in the kingdom. Really, because of that? Is it too late to apologize? Urge to murder rising!
Okay, I have to explain this for those that weren't there.
Yeah.
One of the chiefs came to her and went, "There's been an avalanche. I need help." So she went, "Oh, okay, I'll bring it to the council." And because of how much she had in the treasury, she only had 2 options, which was to help or not to help. She then vetoed the to help option.
Yeah, and blamed it all on the council instead of me. Yes, your majesty. Hold on to that feeling. You'll need it. What are our chances against the rebels? Let me put
Not
it this
good.
way. Not good at all. They have a military of 8. And if the
no,
counts
military, okay.
join in, that will be even worse. Let me put it this way, your majesty. Everyone in the palace who understands the situation has wet themselves. So, this is it. Civil war? That's right, your majesty. The kingdom is divided. There will be a lot of death and suffering before all this is over. I can't wait. I'll go dig out the trebuchet. Exactly. He's like, I already knew this was coming. Come and murder some people. Counts? A count rides to a remote, unremarkable spot of moorland. Soon, another joins him. Many peasants are moving east as they lose faith in the church. Priests daren't show their faces in public. Most pleasing, this is the perfect time to make our next move. We must invite a demon to possess the queen. The ancient books describe 2 demons, each attracted to different aspects of a human mind. So, counts, you can vote on this. You can vote on Rakamasa, the Mad Tyrant, the Cockroach Queen, which raises authority, or Murmuriak, Duke of Greed, the face of all coins, which raises the treasury.
I recommend raising authority.
So it's all up to the counts. Ah, look, Chief Judge Fish II is in there. He did keep his son there.
Fish, are you still mad I had you beheaded?
Looks like the counts won't have their third scheme easy. No, they won't. Alright, voting has closed. Rachamasa, the Mad Tyrant, the Cockroach Queen. The Cockroach Queen was once a favored servant of the ninth god, but when she betrayed him, he banished her to the deepest caves where she became a twisted agent of the seventh. She decides to rise to power once more. She will be attracted to a powerful queen whose authority is unquestioned. For the final stage of their scheme, the counts must raise authority to at least 6. So you guys need to raise my authority. I'm going to burn your church to the ground, salt the earth, and then sink all your ships. Let's see how high it has to go. That's not too bad, actually. No, it's doable to raise it to 6. It's now at 4, probably at 5. No, at 4 still. So, let's see. We want more money for the treasury. Who shall we choose? We will choose to tax the grandees there.
I knew you would do that.
However, if I do that, then the grandees could also rebel. I will tax the counts, because they're already at rebellion thing. So yeah, the counts can rebel, the grandees can't yet. So you can rebel by typing in !rebel if you want to. That's possible. I see you read my manifesto. And season. Alright, so you can vote by typing in !rebel if you want to join the chiefs. A curious discovery. Counts, shall we rebel or go for singular victory? We will need 5 defiance though. Your Majesty will recall the devastating avalanche that struck the north. Yes, I remember. Serves them right. Vaguely. I won't lie, I don't know what you're talking about. Serves them right! The avalanche uncovered an ancient tomb in the mountainside. The chiefs have plundered it and rallied an army of ancient frozen warriors from its depths. This strengthens their army at the worst possible time. Fate itself conspires against us. Ooh, military is now at 10 for the chiefs. Jesus Christ, dudes!
You are...
Yeah, I am aft. I am really aft. Singular victory, singular. I don't want to be a filthy, smelly rebel. I'm glad we are of common mind. Singular. I knew this was coming. Yeah, how dare they not choose your sides, Banco and Chia. A great battle. Vast armies darken the landscape like the shadows of clouds. Flags are flying, drums are pounding in rhythm with the marching of boots. The kingdom is gripped with civil war. At least, that's what you imagine. Most of your time is spent in the safety of your palace, poring over a giant map with your marshal. Your Majesty, the army of the north is advancing on the capital, led by the treacherous Chief Banco. I've received word from the commander of our loyalist forces in the east. If they march now, they'll intercept the chiefs in a matter of days. Alternatively, they could join forces with the army of the south. It's risky, but together they'd have a higher chance of defeating the accursed chiefs. What are your orders, Your Majesty? The counts and the grandees should join forces. Tell the counts to fight the northern army head-on. Let's have you guys join forces. Very well, Your Majesty. I'll relay your orders to Count Chief Judge Fish II, the commander in the fields. If I became a rebel, I might have to hang out with communists. Not communists!
Ben's between a rock and a hard place. He's gonna team up with me or rebel.
Exactly. This is a really interesting game. Yes, I absolutely love this game so much. And every time it's still slightly different. Or you hang out with some space wizard and a smuggler. That's worse. Yeah, just join the grandees there, Fish. Hopefully they do as they're told. God knows treachery can thrive on a battlefield. We have our orders, but should we follow them? Chief, you got luscious hair this time. Alright, counts. You can vote. Defy orders and send the Eastern Army to fight the rebels. Follow orders and link up with the grandees. Hang back and let the rebels march onto the capital without challenge. Yes, I'm in charge. You've picked the world's most lethal general to lead the army. Mwahaha. Following orders. Thank you. Go and become friends with the Grandies. Vote B, let's crush them! Alright, I think we've got all the counts now. One more on Protoni, but I think he might be AFK and we've got more than enough. Tony can't really go against it anymore. So continue. Incoming! Yes! The whole city holds its breath, you stew in your palace, waiting for your marshal's return. Finally, she arrives at your throne room, looking perfectly composed. Your Majesty, as you ordered, the counts have turned their army around to link up with the Grandies. All according to plan. We can only hope this was the right decision. All according to plan. Indeed, Your Majesty, let's hope the plan is sound. It will all come down to the next battle, Your Majesty. The fate of the kingdom hangs in the balance. And my fate too. Ha, that's true. Never fear, Your Majesty. If we do lose this, there are worse fates than a swift head chopping. Wow, thanks. Like legit wheelchair gamer, I am a pretty damn good battlefield commander, says Fish to you. Politically,
Yeah,
I suck. We will never make friends with them, but they are a necessary stain in our camps to defeat the heathens. Fire in the hole! Over the next few weeks, it becomes clear that the Eastern Army's retreat has given the chiefs free rein to pillage and plunder the East. The rampaging northern troops descend on farms like locusts, taking everything to feed thousands of hungry soldiers. So farming...
They're filling the silos with Planty McPlantface.
Yes, exactly. I knew Planty McPlantface was a good idea. I told you. But while the East suffers...
What? So you can feed the rebels? That's a good plan.
We can make sort of friends with some of the rebels. Make them fight for us. It's like mercenary. Give them a little bit of money. The Eastern forces successfully link up with the Grandies. Some counts wealth decreased. Ooh, trade is now at 0 for the East. And trade is now struggling. Went up for the North.
Yeah, you've given the North some good stuff and taken from the East there.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Now the joint army of the Counts and the Grandies rush to meet the chiefs in open warfare, and the winner will either end your reign or preserve it. Preserve it! Keep me in charge! They can live on it, but it tastes like shit. Thus keep them sweet. You must have noticed that the Counts aren't happy, Your Majesty. The rebels have a keen eye, and they'll take advantage of the situation. If the East joins the rebellion, we'll be in serious trouble. It's high time you ask the counts directly what they need. Very well. No, I've got other things to get on with. I'll do it. Where would I be without you? Very well. When you call the council, the counts whisper amongst themselves, glancing in your direction. How long will this take? Each minute I spend away from my lands, I sense the chief's approach. Adam, you look a bit tired, but you have very fancy hair. What's there to complain about? We're all working together, aren't we? I just hope we can all have a productive time. Alright.
Do you want some milk wine?
Yes, let's get the milk wine in. We need some milk wine. Milky wine. Let's see. What should we do? I don't want the treasury to go lower. I might veto number D. You can go for A, B, or C. Let the voting commence.
Some council's military advisors.
Serves milky wine to chat. Drink up. Yummy. We all love calls milky wine. That sounded a bit more nasty than I intended it to be. Let's all drink Cole's milky wine. That's what he said. The Queen vetoed the only option lowering stability. Yes, I did that on purpose. I don't want to die just yet. Alright. There are a few more that can still vote. I will give you 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Had to, otherwise game over. Yes, exactly. So, let's continue. Voting has closed. Appoint some counts as military advisors. I'm fine with that. When you place a group of counts in charge of an emergency advisory committee, they're very pleased indeed. Several weeks later, the marshal comes to see you. Defiance went down for the counts. Nice. Those counts have a decent head for strategy. They've put together interesting alchemical additions to your weaponry. It's looking dangerous in a good way. Loyalists gain 1 victory point. Nice! Awesome. So, let's see. Let's end the season. What I need is a church to raise morale amongst the troops and pare the army down to the most veteran units so I can attempt to outflank the enemy, seize and sever their supply lines. Go and do that, fish. Get everyone together to do that. Meanwhile, in the south, Grandy PvP UK has invited their closest associates to their manor house for some wine, some milky wine, and cheese and treason. Treason? The Palace Watch won't accept our bribes. The treasury's practically overflowing. They don't need our money. And I suppose they ran straight to the spy master to spoil the plot too. Most unfortunate. Is this the end? Even Saint Jophine waited 60 days and 60 nights before she smote the blasphemer king. We'll bide our time and strike again when the queen least expects it. The Grandy's stat goal is to lower the treasury to 1500 or less. So Grandies, you need to lower the treasury.
So still the same.
We have no supply line. We live on raids. Yes, exactly. I mean, they are Highlander, Scottish fighters. Let's see. We've got anonymous votings. We've got swing votes. That you guys can still change your mind. Or we got the golden choice. We will adopt the golden choice. Adopt. And we will get rid of the monarch's normal choice. Alright, continue. So, you can start a rebellion, so only the chiefs are rebelling right now. And both of you have a victory point at the moment. An alchemical discovery. Even better, scorch earth before your army and force you to fight on ground, and at a time of my choosing. In the gardens of the royal palace, your marshal rushes up to you in excitement. Grandy Wheelchair Gamer follows her, dragging a large trunk behind him. Your Majesty, Wheelchair Gamer here has developed something for the war effort. You have to see it.
It's a trunk with many legs that you can quite a bit in.
Exactly. We got the spiders back. Verily. Greetings, your holiness. An alchemist from my estates have been working on this for some time. He starts unpacking the trunk, revealing complicated and foul-smelling machinery that looks like a set of very large bagpipes. You got me some magic bagpipes? Tell me what it does. You're giving me spider cavalry? I'm trying to, fish. Fire! No, don't fire the bagpipes in my direction.
Have I just invented the flamethrower?
You have!
Vietnam on the north.
You are going full Vietnam on the north, but then with bagpipes as well, just to throw it into the Scottish chiefs' faces. Flame-throwing bagpipes, hell yes! It creates fire, your highness. It can spray flames right across a room. But don't use it inside the room, not unless you want it to burn down with you inside. Wow, thanks. I couldn't figure that out myself. Fancy a demonstration, your majesty? Absolutely. Alright, be careful. Yes, fire! I will try it myself. Oh, defiance will go lower if I do that. And I will still use the flame. Sort of want to say, yes, fire! I will try it myself. Praise the knife, that's my queen! See? Cole, you are for me!
Oh, damn it.
He directs each step. You pour smoking chemical into the spout, then pull a lever, then twist the valve, and then go full TARDIS mode. Fire streams straight from the pipe. It sprays all across the garden, singeing the leaves of a nearby bush. Bravo! Bravo! A few of these things in the infantry could turn the tide of the rebellion. Burn them all! Oh, wow, this is quite the choice there. So let's see real quickly. What I want to do, I want to get my stability up. But I don't want... I want you to use the flamethrower. Oh, this is difficult. This is difficult. Is there something that I can veto otherwise? Yeah, I will veto something. Because I definitely sort of want the D. But that doesn't mean you are going to vote for that. So I'm going to veto the payment. Because we can't lose the treasury. You can go for B, C, or D. Phrasing? What did I say? You stole our option. Haha, no good choice for you. But it would have gotten my treasury down all the way. I didn't want to do that. I don't want to get defeated right away. Alright. I'll give you 5 more seconds to vote. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. Oh, for some reason your vote didn't get through, Chia. But it's D anyway, so it's fine. D is best of the three for. We don't want wonder weapons, we need food to supply the army. Traitor don't get to vote. Oh, poor Chia. This is too dangerous, put the alchemist on crop science instead. The marshal is disappointed not to get to throw fire around, but she accepts the council's decision. I also wanted to throw fire around, but I needed some stability. We still got to give you the D. Yes, that's what she said. Wheelchair Gamer returns to the south and instructs the alchemists to turn their attention to agriculture instead. Through some of the grandees grumble about not getting to enjoy military glory, it turns out the fire throwers are very effective for forestry. Many southern peasants are delighted to save their time and energy. Stability is up and farming is up. A would have been a fine choice if it was not for the minus 2,000. This is just alone the 3,500. So in a moment the 3,500 will probably go down really, really badly. And I don't really got a choice with the whole treasury. So I needed to do something. So an arms merchant. Let's buy some arms. Get everybody 8 arms on their body. Your Majesty, a merchant is here to see you. He has come all the way from Curve, I hear. I hope he has something useful to sell me in the middle of a war. I'll not deal with this Curve bastard. Send him away in the middle of a war. Actually, I think that's exactly why he's here. Your Luminance, so wonderful to see you. I hope you and Alfonso are doing well. Yes, we're doing well. You'll be pleased to know that the Curve Senate has deliberated for many weeks and ultimately agreed to extend you the offer of an arms contract. Not just any contract, mind you. The Republic has offered to sell gunpowder weapons, muskets, cannon, blunderbusses, bombards, you name it, you have it. Alright, what have you got? I've got everything your heart could desire. I'll take some blunderbusses, bombards, I need bombards. Mortars, those would do nicely. Cannons will be helpful, I imagine. Muskets will always be useful. Shall we get... Baba Booey? What is Baba Booey? Bombards! I need bombards. Going to knock down a few castle walls, are we? You'll be doing it in style soon. I'll add that to your total. But what is the total?
I think you'll only find out once you're finished.
Yeah, I think so. Ugh, why does it cost money? Wait, it does cost money, but I don't know how much money.
Just take the lot of them and then you'll just
Yeah,
win
then
the
I can
rebellion.
see what it will Brilliant. They're not accurate, I'll warn you, but they can decimate a tightly packed army. It's 1200 for those. Oof. Let's go for something else. Let's go for the blunderbusses. Ah yes, powerful weapons perfect for storming a castle. Those will be 850 or low. But we don't need to storm a castle. Cannons. Of course, mount them on your ship or wheel them into battle. They're as versatile as they're deadly. It's 1000 for those. Let's go for those. Let's go for the cannons and the bombards. And what will it be with the muskets as well? Ah, okay. I'm finished. Oh, your subtotal is 3500. It's just for one. I thought it was together. Yeah, take off the bombards and try and find something that will chew through infantry. Muskets. Muskets and mortars I think are best. Oh, how much were bombards? They were 1200. I can't afford that. I understand your predicament, of course. Perhaps we can come to an agreement. We can take a deposit now and you can pay the rest once the war is over. Subject to interest, of course. Let me change what I'm buying instead. So, let's take the bombards off. And you said muskets and mortars. I think I do want some mortars after all. And take the cannons off. So muskets and mortars. Don't need accuracy when there's literal miles of targets. Alright, I'm finished. 2100. That is okay. That's still too much. Maybe we can do the deal that he had. Can I raise my interest rate instead of paying the deposit? The delayed payment sounds good. Yeah, let's do the delayed payment. Alright, that sounds agreeable. Then it's settled. I return after the war to collect the rest of your payment, 1890 coins. Alright, once the merchant has left, it's up to you to distribute your newfound ornaments to your low list. Give the muskets to the grandees, give the muskets to the counts. So, grandees, counts, who wants the muskets? The other one gets the bombards. Or gets the mortars, I mean. Give me the muskets! Okay, give the muskets to the counts. Muskets are the bread and butter of any modern military. Your troop will have a significant edge with them on your sides. So Defiance went down, military went up. And then we'll give the mortars to the grandees. The mortars, though not quite so effective against enemy fortifications, are excellent at destroying the slow-moving armies of your enemies. So Defiance went down and military went down a bit. Military of the North went down. You can now only hope the weapons you gave out will be enough to finally win the war. Alright, the final battle. A month ago, battle was averted, but that battle cannot be postponed forever. The counts and grandees are all that stand between the chiefs and the capital. A final battle deciding the fate of the kingdom. I'll send word to the grandees that it's time to strike. We can only hope they will listen to our orders, your majesty. Alright, the grandees, you can vote. Send the joint forces of the grandees and counts to fight the rebels, or hang back and let the chiefs march.
Oh, grandees. Right.
Yeah, grandees. So that is you, and that is, I think PvP? Yeah, PvP and Sepolipa. Oh, you're going to hang back and let the chiefs do all the work? Damn. Continue. Vote A! Yeah, I bet you want that, fish. Hang back and let the chiefs march on the capital without challenge. You send off your marshal with your orders and wait anxiously to hear the outcome of the battle. The next few days are agony. When she finally returns, she's so angry it takes her a full 20 minutes to stop swearing and making incomprehensible threats. And after that, I'll set fire to the ashes. The rebels gain 4 victory points. Wow, Defiance is now insolent and authority is now ineffective. Damn. So, you don't seem pleased? Oh really? Am I giving off the slight hint of soul-consuming rage? Instead of engaging the enemy, as we told them to, the cowardly grandees and the craven counts just hung back, stayed out of the way. They allowed the troops of the chiefs to march right by, probably gave them a cheery wave, and now they're nearly at the capital and there's no way to stop them. What? But why? I'll see them flayed, battered and served as a side dish. I'm sure they're planning similarly creative punishments for you, and at this point they're more likely to see them through. We're defenseless now. The Northern army will be camped outside the city walls in a matter of weeks. Oh, let me check real quickly what you guys said. Oh no. Let the frozen warriors of the north decimate the monarch soldiers. Chiefs didn't help us. Drown the northern barbarians in their own blood. Chiefs, we can join you now. Wait, why did we get sucked into the Grandees' votes? Yeah, I don't want anything to do with the Grandees. I vote we kill the Grandees as traitors. We have the technology for that, Chief. They all want to kill you guys, Grandees. We're defenseless now. The Northern army will be camped outside the city walls in a matter of weeks. If we want to see the year's end, we must build up fortifications, stockpile food, train up a citizens' militia. It's time to pray to the Ninth, Your Majesty, because apart from him, we're on our own. Damn. Let's end the season. So, the chiefs, you need to lower your faith to 4 or less, which is now on 6. The counts, you need to raise the kingdom's authority to at least 6, and it's now on 3. And the grandees, you need to lower the kingdom's treasury to 1500 or less, and it's now at 2870. Then we turn it on the grandees. Yes, they are now fighting you guys, grandees. The grandees can rebel as well by typing in !rebel. Oh no, I don't want debt collection. Let's do the discovery there. Oh, Gimli, you first need to join by !join. And then if you are in the right team, then you get to rebel as well. Yeah, just like that, join. If the counts get a single point in authority, the grandees will not be able to rebel. So they are trying to rebel. Now let me check. Gimli, you are a chief, so you are already rebelling against me. You are one of the bearded, drunk Scottish guys. So that fits you very well. Over the last few days of the siege, the capital has been plagued by minor earthquakes. Finally, your marshal claims to have discovered the cause of the problem. The chiefs are digging tunnels under our walls, Your Majesty. By the blood of the dead, if these tunnels get dug, the chiefs and all their troops could boil up from underground anywhere in the city, even under your very throne. Is that true? Uh-oh. Surely they'd only emerge near the walls. Uh-oh. Don't panic, Your Majesty. They don't have time to dig tunnels that would allow them to appear deep inside the city's interior. But if they appear anywhere inside the walls, it will be a problem. I've placed bronze balls of water around the inside perimeter of the city walls. Judging by the size of the ripples, we've worked out where the tremors are coming from. I almost read that as nipples instead of ripples. Yeah. Whoops. Yep, sounds...
Judging by the size of their nipples.
Yeah, judging by the size of their nipples. Oh, those chiefs with their big nipples. The nipples cause the tremors. Yep, sounds about right, says Gim. Arg, ads. Let me know when the ads are done. Then I will continue reading it. I really hate those ads. I already put them as little as possible. Big hairy warrior nipples. I'm so mad. Mad about the nipples. Awesome. The ads are done. Let's continue then. It's a rough measurement for certain, but we must act now. A rough measurement of nipples. What would the council have me do? Or still mad about my joke? What joke did you make? Did I miss it? So this has a 0% challenge. Dig counter tunnels and send troops to fight them off. So this won't work at all. Smoke them out. Flood the tunnels with water diverted from the Tributary River. So I will veto the one with the 0% challenge. Either smoke them out or flood the tunnels. Start the voting. Why did the number of parking tickets increase when Persephone left for the underworld? Because Demeter wasn't working. But nice, the meter wasn't working. So, for game, yeah, exactly. You already noticed how it works. You do exclamation mark vote when something like this comes up. Oh wait, you are in the Chiefs, so that's why your thing isn't coming up. You are rebelling against us. I feel like A is going to cause us trouble. Flood the tunnels with water diverted from the Tributary River. It could cause trouble. Let me check real quickly who still needs to vote. Yeah, most of the votes are already done except for the few who are AFK, so I will have to cut down the decision there. Voting tied at 3. I will smoke them out. Alright. After days of exploratory digging, your tunnelers meet up with the northern tunnels. Your marshal immediately sets up a large set of bellows and several tons of burning feathers, pumping the tunnels with acrid smoke. The sound of enemy soldiers coughing is music to your ears. Once the tunnel is abandoned, you burn the wooden braces and collapse it safely. Wow, that is a painful death. Success, but hardly a victory. None of their troops were killed, but you fended them off for the time being. On the other hand, wartime feather supplies run dangerously low.
Oh, damn, my down pillows on.
Yeah.
Down pillows.
How dare they steal my goose pillows? Debt collection or besieged. I don't want my money to go, so let's go for the besieged first. I feel like A is going to cause us trouble. I feel like A is gonna kill more rebels. Yes, but draining a river could give them a foothold. Oh, it could have, yes. But we've gone for smoking them out, so let's go for the besieged. The chiefs march through the crown lands, pillaging and burning. The roads are heaving with refugees and corpses clog the rivers. Now the capital is surrounded. You stand on the ramparts of your palace, staring out in dismay at the army camps stretching for miles outside the city walls. Get down from there, your majesty. If they get lucky with a crossbow bolt. Is there any hope, Marshal? What are we supposed to do? They look like ants from up here. What are we supposed to do? Or just don't care about the war. Ah, they are ants! Yes, well, even ants are terrifying in enough numbers, and after someone kicks their nest, we have one hope. The counts and the grandees are still out there, your majesty. Their combined army smashed the rebels in the last battle, and they can smash them again. I hope they get here in time. You're right, there's still hope. Well, now I think we're doomed. The ninth god will decide our fate. There's still hope. Oh, we got one Kenobi. As you finish your sentence, an immense trebuchet hurls a 10-ton boulder towards the capital. It crashes into a nearby clock tower, smashing it to smithereens. Not my clock tower! How dare you, chiefs! Water can wash away walls. Smoking them out isn't really going to give us an advantage. We need to break their army, not fend them off. You're out of time, Sarah! I know, it does seem like we're out of time, but I've gotta try to get the counts and the grandees on my side again. Like I said, your majesty, you'd better get inside. Alright, and let's do the debt collection. Greetings, your majesty. I'm here on behalf of Selfit and Gal to collect what we are owed. Oh, you. Delighted to see you. You and what army? The Republic of Curve guarantees all our loans to foreign states. I mean, everyone loves me. I'm just getting some wars going. If you fail to pay your debt, you will be the subject of aggressive trade sanctions and eventually war. We don't have the money for that. Can I extend the terms of my loan? We will be willing to grant you another year at the same rate in exchange for a 20% down payment of 750 gold. Here you go. We will be back in 1 year for the rest. Let's not get them against me. End the season. Alright, you can start funding. You do that by exclamation mark. Fund, then with the letter that you want to fund, and then with the amount that you want to fund. So, fund A 200, for example. Start funding.
Not really much I want to...
Yeah, not really.
No. I'll have to abstain this one, because I've nothing really I can say that I want.
Yeah. At the moment, everything is going to the chiefs. Nothing to spend on. Apparently I can still fund even as a rebel. Yeah, exactly. We are still going to build you a Grand Bazaar and an aqueduct. Even though you're about to kill us.
We hate you. We want you off the throne. But take this money so you can build a building.
Exactly. Oh, not vote. You need to do exclamation mark fund and then the amount. Yeah, that is quite ridiculous. Time's up. Sorry, Fish, you were too late for it. But D is still funded, so it's fine. Alright.
Kill the queen. Ooh, art museum.
Yes, exactly. So the military goes up for the counts with a fortress, and the chiefs get a Grand Bazaar, which brings their trade up. Because here you go. Don't kill us if we give you the Grand Bazaar. I broke. Problem for the counts. The Grandees just rebelled. No, they didn't. Ah! Grandees! Go! Go! How dare you! Call and PvP. How dare you guys?
You're not saying. As soon as we got the rebel status, just we put like 2 and 3 just instantly hit rebel.
Exactly. So rude. It's like, oh, they got so many victory points. You know what? We're just going to change sides here. It's the end of the fighting. Fuck that guy. Fuck that queen.
Maybe if you had actually taken the flame through our bagpipes, we wouldn't be in this situation.
Well, I agreed there. I didn't want the bagpipes, but my stability would have gone down to 0 and the game would have ended. So just 1 more point, chiefs. Yes, and Grandees now. Damn you. Counts, be on my side. Counts, remember that the Grandees backstab you. Support the chief leadership once it's over. No, taking the bagpipes wasn't gonna kill stability. Oh, I thought so. Well, let's go on with the siege. Just your money. Oh, but my money was also a problem. That's up to...
I think this is kind of a flaw of you being able to see what we need to get.
I think so, yeah. Also with the hyperinflation and giving all of our funds towards Planty McPlantface. I mean, it was worth it, in a way. I still have money in my treasury. Another dawn breaks. The combined armies of the Grandees and the chiefs are sprawled outside your city walls. For the last 3 weeks they have tried to fight their way in. The siege drags on and your food supplies are dwindling. The streets outside your palace explode in daily riots as the citizens demand to be fed. As your marshal departs to organize the defenses, glass breaks and soldiers howl outside the palace. Your Majesty, there's a baying mob outside. They claim that you are conspiring with the invaders. Why would they think that? On account of your husband's heritage, Your Majesty. No, why did I marry a Grandee? Seriously! They're demanding that you lock him up in the dungeon until the siege is over. Alright. Escort my husband to the dungeon. You know what kind of dungeon? Someone do the oh my sound effect with the points. Where is it? This is an outrageous overreaction. I protest under the strongest possible terms. Why did you marry a Grandy? Because I thought he looked the sexiest of all.
Oh my.
Thank you, Adam. Or Gim, sorry. Thank you, Gim. Oh my. Sorry?
I couldn't find it in the list. I found it now. But it was just, I was just like looking through the entire list going, where is it?
Oh no. Yeah, there are a few too many things maybe on the list. I will have a look at it later. This is an outrageous overreaction. I protest under the strongest possible terms. I'm sorry, but it must be done. Make sure him gets a comfy cell. Let me put a screenshot for the developers there. Because he gets a comfy cell. You're right, what am I doing? Let him go. Make sure he gets a comfy cell at least. When they hear that your husband has been locked up, the mob dissipates, satisfied. You sit on your throne and brood. As evening draws in, horns blast outside the city walls. The chiefs and the grandees are mounting a final attack. Alright, let's end the season there. I can only tax the counts here. I'm sorry, counts.
Or you could go with a common tax and you
Oh,
don't
I could have done that. Shit, I'm too late now. I already clicked it. Sorry, counts.
And now if the counts want, they can actually rebel.
No! Oh no! Shit!
Oh, there we go.
Oh no! It's too late. But I was such a merciless queen. Damn you! Damn you all! How dare you kill your queen? Shit! A grim dawn, you don't say! You don't say!
When dawn strikes.
Yeah, I refuse to rebel. Oh, thank you, Fish. Fish is always on my side.
It's a bit late, 3 people are rebelling and there's what, 5 or 6 counts?
Loyalty unto
half.
death! Yeah, exactly. I think I'm probably getting killed in this turn already. The sun rises on the city in turmoil. The grandees and the chiefs began their assault last night, and you've heard nothing outside but screams and howls and the clash of blades since. Half the capital is in flames. Soldiers rush back and forth, shouting panicked orders. Seriously, you brought the flaming bagpipes to their side? Dude!
I told you should have used them! Didn't I tell you?
How dare you! Putting my weapon that I wanted against me. I mean, we don't have time to rebel anyway, but we're going to rebel just for sake's keep. Points at Chief Judge Fish. Seize him! Stabs Adam Sars with a massive pike. Death to the rebels! You haven't seen your marshal since the night before. Perhaps she's already dead. Oh well. Your honor guard are in the streets outside the palace, building a barricade and organizing last-ditch defenses. Vital work, but you're vulnerable without them by your side. The royal court is empty except for you, brooding on your throne. You wait and stew. Outside, the screams and clashes get louder. Finally, your spy master arrives, out of breath, her face stained by smoke and blood. They'll be here any moment, your majesty. You must saddle your horse and escape the city. I know of a secret passage. Show me where to go. You follow the spy master down through a hidden trapdoor behind your throne. The capital is lost, but you can get it back. The counts have agreed to shelter you while you plot your revenge. Let me see. You cannot kill what is already dead. Dark smoke rises around my feet. Fabrice's Adamsaurus. Silence! The grand turntable. The lone chief recruited allies and put down filthy counts. They don't wash even twice a week. Never! Oh no. There's a fight in chat as well against everyone against everyone. At least some people are loyal. After crawling down a secret tunnel for what feels like hours, you spill out into a leafy courtyard. A pair of horses are waiting. As you saddle them up, you hear wet fuzz behind you, followed by the sound of something rolling across the floor. Turn around. Turn around now.
Your
every
spy master's
little-
just been beheaded.
Yeah, your spy master is lying dead on the ground. Her head is missing. Chief Buncle stands over the body, flanked by a dozen soldiers, their battle axe stained red. Buncle, how could you do this to my spy master? Chief Judge, do you mean what Nemesis means? You do realize we're coming back and we're going to kill you, alright? Don't kill me, fish! I had
He's
to
not talking
escape.
about you. He's not talking about you.
Yeah, he's probably talking about Adam there.
Yeah, he's talking about everyone who's not on his side.
True.
Which is pretty much everyone else.
True. I mean, I even left him to his devices to defend the kingdom on his own. Never liked her. Ideas above her station. Wow. So, you knew about the escape route? Let's talk about this. Get it over with. So, you knew about the escape routes? Or should we just try and become friends again? Let's try and become friends again. What's the point in speaking to a dead woman? With a triumphant smirk, Chief Buncle makes a sharp gesture. The Northern warrior steps forward, battle axes at the ready. You can pray to your false god, but it will do you no good. Morgana has spun the fates against you. Brace yourselves, turn and run, fight. Let's turn and run. Get away! Do I need to fight? Chat says I need to fight. Okay, let's fight then. Fight! Empty hands can do little against armor and swords. You're given a vicious beating and the fight drains out of you. Instead of killing you, the soldiers seize you and drag you back towards the palace. Your ordeal isn't over. After a week rotting in your own dungeon, you're marched out onto a public platform, cheered at by thousands of peasants. You cringe under a barrage of rotten fruit and fresh dung. Chief Buncle sits in the front row, grinning. The rebels have won, the capital has been taken, you are a former queen. The executioner waits silently, holding an axe bigger than yourself. If you have any last words, now's the time. Everything I did for my kingdom. Well, I'll be heading off then! Yes, let's do that.
End it with a pun. End it with a pun.
Exactly, I'll be heading off then! You place your head on the block. The executioner lifts his massive axe. Wait.
Suddenly Alduin appears.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, you suddenly thought of much better last words. You turn to the executioner to tell him, but the axe is already falling. Funk! Your head bounces into Chief Bunkle's lap, and your reign comes to a gruesome end. Oh no! Viva la revolution! So, you can vote. You can vote for the chiefs or for the grandees to become the bosses. And everyone can vote, so also the counts can vote. Wow! One of the grandees is going for the chiefs in charge.
You know what? You know what?
You're all like, nah, we don't want the grandees in charge. Shit, I meant B.
No, no. But hey, Bungle put up a good friggin' thing. Survived on his own for ages.
True.
So, yeah, I'll give it to him.
True.
I will give him the leadership.
I mean, he was a one-man army for most of the game there. And he really... I mean, he won in the end as well.
Yep. The
Damn.
Chiefs started the rebellion. They can lead. They get the next one. So, yeah.
Exactly. So everyone votes for the chiefs. Everyone is like, yeah, pretty well done there. Good job,
well,
chiefs.
Go
Good
on,
job.
Bungle. You've done well.
So Veleda will be the new monarch for the next game. Continue. And we have a story. Having lost to the rebellious chiefs, Queen Lorelei was dragged out of the palace and decapitated in the city square. As a reward for staying loyal to the queen, the top counts were beheaded. In public, the survivors swore loyalty to the new regime. In private, they swore vengeance. The grandees joined the rebellion alongside the chiefs, but nobody considered them a true contender for the crown. The chiefs launched a rebellion that toppled the queen and devastated the kingdom. In the aftermath, nobody could stop them from taking the throne, and Veleda was crowned to half-hearted cheers from the traumatized common folk.
Does that mean we're going to get Chief Judge Fish III?
Probably, because he was one of the top counts to also get beheaded. So we were in reign for 2 years and 9 months, which is longer than the previous one as Sarah. Next game we will be Queen Veleda.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that again. Also, I won my side scheme. It was to use the frozen soldiers to reinforce my military. Nice, good job, Bonko. You really did well there. Let me check who is online right now, because I do want to give some raid love. Let's see if there's another king of the castle. No, there's not. So let me see who is online next to this.
Adam is suggesting Burnetch.
Burnetch. Alright, let's give the support to Burnetch there. Let me go on my Twitch phone so I can be there when we actually go into the raid. Alright. So, thank you everyone for joining this amazing game of King of the Castle. Let me give a quick shout out for King of the Castle, for the development team. Go and wishlist this game for yourself. It will come out beginning of 2023. It's an absolutely amazing game, and they also do their own little games. Alright, let's do a raid.
I'm probably going to vote for the worst one in here, C. So I'm going to chuck an iron choice on C and let you vote.
A true pleasure. Thank you, all the new people who also came in. I really enjoyed this again. And I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Right now. Let's give a quick message to Burnetch there. Foxes are sneaking in. Let me just quickly listen to what he says.